we're breaking down the 7 biggest wall color mistakes that might be making your home feel dull, disconnected, or just plain wrong, and we'll show you how we fixed it. Let's start with the most common mistake we see. A lot of people think white paint is the safest and brightest option, but in a room that doesn't get much sunlight, pure white can actually make the space feel dull and lifeless. Instead of feeling fresh, it can look flat and cold. Take this example. The owner wanted the living room to feel clean and airy, so they went all in with white. White walls, white shelves, even some of the furniture and decor were white. But over time, they started feeling bored with the space. So instead of using pure white, a better option is to go with a soft off-white or warm beige paint. For the shelves, you could even use a wood tone finish instead of white. These colors still keep the room looking bright, but they add warmth and softness. They also work much better with warm lighting and natural textures like wood or soft fabrics. In your design, the warm beige walls make the living area feel calm and cozy. The color pairs beautifully with the neutral furniture and gentle lighting. It's proof that a little warmth in your wall color can make a big difference in how the space feels. Accent walls can look great, but only if they make sense. For example, in this living and dining area, the owner wanted to add an accent wall using a dark wood fluted panel because it's a popular trend right now. But when you place a bold accent on the wrong wall, it can make the space feel unbalanced or even smaller. It grabs too much attention and doesn't highlight anything important. Instead of looking stylish, the room ends up feeling confusing. A smarter way to do it is by using texture or soft contrast in the same color family. For example, you can add an accent wall using panels only in the dining area to highlight that zone and the decor around it. This also creates a clear visual separation between the living and dining spaces, making the layout feel more organized and intentional. Sometimes, people choose wall colors that are too similar to the color of their furniture. While it might seem like a safe and coordinated choice, it can actually make the room feel flat and uninteresting. Everything blends together and nothing stands out. For example, in this living room, the furniture color is almost the same as the wall. Even if the sofa is expensive, it won't be appreciated because there's no contrast. It's even less noticeable if the pillows are the same color. So here's what you can do. If your wall is already painted in light beige, choose a slightly darker sofa. Then add pillows with 3 to 4 different colors to create contrast and visual interest in the space. You can also add lighting to enhance the overall look and feel of your living area. Gray is a popular color, but not all grays are the same. A common mistake is using a cool-toned gray paint, those with blue or green undertones. For example, in this bedroom, the flooring features a warm wood tone, and the bed, side table, and several decorative pieces all lean toward warm shades. However, the headboard is a gray with a blue undertone, and the wall is painted in a light gray that also leans cool. While these choices may seem subtle, the clash between warm and cool tones creates a visual disconnect. The room ends up feeling less cozy and inviting, even though each individual piece may look great on its own. A better approach would be to use a warm gray or a grayish for the wall color to better match the warm finishes. For added texture and contrast, a fluted wood accent wall can work beautifully, especially when paired with warm-toned lighting. This not only enhances the visual harmony of the space, but also makes it feel more comfortable and thoughtfully designed. When your color tones work together, your entire room feels more cohesive, elegant, and welcoming. Accent walls can be exciting, but using too many of them or placing them randomly can make your home feel cluttered and visually confusing. For example, in this dining area, the owner wanted to add a pop of color to avoid a boring look. However, the painted accent wall combined with a separate wall panel didn't quite work together, especially since the overall theme of the space is modern contemporary. Instead of enhancing the space, the elements ended up clashing, making the design feel inconsistent. The key is to be intentional about where and why you add an accent wall. One smart approach is to use a wall that serves both a function and an accent. For instance, instead of leaving a plain wall, you can add a wood panel in the center as your accent wall, then place built-in shelves on both sides. To elevate the look, install LED lighting on the shelves for warmth and ambiance, and pull in your pop of color through artwork instead of paint. A well-placed accent wall should enhance, not compete with, your overall design. Use color and materials wisely, and your space will feel both stylish and intentional. Neutrals are a safe choice, but sometimes too much neutral can make a space feel bland and lifeless. For example, in this bedroom, the owner wanted a neutral color palette to create a calm and relaxing atmosphere. But the problem is, everything ended up being neutral. The bed, ottoman, side table, curtains, and even the decor. Without contrast, the room lacks depth and visual interest. So here's what you can do. If you prefer to keep the walls neutral, try using panel boards behind the headboard in a darker neutral tone to create a subtle accent. Then add warm white hidden lighting to enhance the warmth of the space. If the bed is already in a neutral shade, add throw pillows in colors that pop and hang artwork with bolder tones to introduce contrast. Finally, bring the space to life with indoor plants and a few styled decor pieces. A well-designed space still needs variety, even when using neutrals. Don't be afraid to add depth through lighting, texture, and contrast. Many people forget about the ceiling when planning their wall colors. It's often left plain white by default. But when your walls are warm beige or you use wood accents, a bright, cool-toned ceiling can feel disconnected. So instead of using a flat white ceiling, you can install cove lighting and add warm white chandelier and pin lights. If you want the space to feel even cozier and more inviting, you can use a light wood tone PVC panel in the center of the ceiling. These small changes make a big difference in how your room feels. Don't overlook your ceiling. It can either break the mood or help pull the whole space together. If any of these mistakes sounded familiar, let us know in the comments. And if you need help with your own space, you can visit our website at www.designburst24.com and reach out to us via email or WhatsApp. If you want more home transformations, make sure to subscribe.